I know in my community post I teased that Fireflight was going to be the review for this week, but I might have a plan for next week when it comes to him and Skydive. So we're going to maybe put a pause on that. If my plan comes true, then Fireflight and Skydive will be both reviewed next Sunday. But if not, then it will just be normal and it will be one of them. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But today, I figured we'll do the next one that was on the list, which is Transformers, Takara, Tomy, Dramatic Capture Series, Starscream. Yes, this is the Earthrise mold. And I know a lot of people don't like the Earthrise mode. I know a lot of people either prefer the Siege mold or prefer the new Studio Series 86 mold. I prefer this guy for a few different reasons. One, I just like the look of it, and I like the transformation. His alt mode is one of the best alt modes I've ever seen. Two, I wanted the dramatic capture set with Blitzwing and Astro Train because I really wanted Astro Train and Starscream, and Blitzwing was a good bonus. I know all three of them are getting 86 remakes, but my reason number three, because I plan to get the other dramatic capture series sets with Thundercracker and Skywarp, the Insecticons, and the Reflectors, which also use the Earthrise mold. So therefore, I wanted Starscream to go with them. I think he looks good. I know he's a little boxy. It's very square, doesn't thin down like in the cartoon. His head's pretty small, and the nose cone on the side, on the back. I completely do understand all those complaints, but they don't bug me that much. If Earthrise Optimus can have the wheels sticking off the back, Starscream can have the nose cone sticking off the back. If you do plan to get the Dramatic Capture Series set, I am going to warn you about the red paint. I record these videos a few weeks after getting the figure, and the red paint is known to chip on this guy. It's not the strongest. You can kind of see it right there already. And some of the gray paint. So, yes, the paint looks amazing, and this is probably the best use of the Earthrise mold. I do advise you to be incredibly careful. The reason I got this guy was because he came in a 3-pack with two other leaders for the price of a commander. Almost, like a little over commander price. The original Coronation Starscream is commander price alone by himself because he comes with the throne and all of this, and I wasn't paying commander price for that figure because I don't even think he's worth that. But this figure with the better paint, the sturdier plastic, and all the same accessories except the throne that I didn't want, I thought I would jump on it. He has his normal null rays as every Starscream should, but then he also comes with the Coronation Crown. He comes with his cape, which is very nice, and he comes with the shoulder pads, which we will try to get on right now. He is in his Coronation mode. I personally think it looks a little silly. I don't like it as much. I think the crown looks really big on him. Maybe that has to do with the head being a little small. The shoulder pads restrict articulation. This isn't the most posable. I will admit, though, the cape is good. I tried my best to get him in his death pose from when, spoilers for the 86 movie, when Galvatron killed him.
A Coronation Starscream. This is bad comedy.
It was the case that Starscream's head is small and the crown is not big because you cannot fit it on Studio Series 86 Leader Class Grimlock. Unfortunately. That would have been pretty cool. This guy does have posable hands, but it kind of sucks because they're stuck in this position and not the pointer finger is not positioned like a trigger finger hand. They're not separate. They're just all like stuck like a Lego hand. So you can't even make it a fist. He's just kind of like stuck like a holding hand, I guess. And it doesn't look as good as like other leaders like Megatron. He doesn't come with it, but the other reason I really wanted Starscream is because Studio Series 86 Megatron has the little gun Megatron, and I wanted a way to display it, and I either knew it was going to be with Starscream or Soundwave. I don't have a Soundwave. I'm stuck between getting the 86 one and the Legacy one, but this works for Starscream, and he can hold it. This is how I have him displayed on my shelf. Shooting Ratchet, of all people, my favorite character. Rest in peace, Ratchet, in the 86 movie, along with all the others. Let's get into size comparisons, which I think is another reason why a lot of people have problems with this mold. The most important one out of the way first, here he is with Studio Series 86 Leader Class Megatron, and Megatron's a tall boy. This is a tall figure, and Starscream is a lot smaller, but I think the height still works. I don't want to imagine Starscream being maybe at like shoulder length to Megatron. I feel like he's right where he is as a tiny little assistant that's always trying to like plot from behind. I don't know. He is at Studio Series 86 Leader Class Grimlock. Kind of spoiled this one earlier, but here he is at Studio Series 86 Voyager Class Ratchet. Studio Series Devastation Sideswipe. And his package mates, Takara Tomy Dramatic Capture Series, or the original Siege, Astro Train, Leader Class Astro Train, and the Takara Tomy Dramatic Capture Series Triple Takeover 3-pack, or Legacy Blitzwing, also the Leader Class. They look really good together. I definitely wanted to pack more for these two, but he was a good surprise. I like him a lot. I don't know when the reviews are going to be. We'll see in the future. Now, here's what made me realize he's going to fit in my collection. Because compared to Earthrise Prime, and this is the Earthrise mold for Starscream, I don't like the size because he looks like he could be too even. I don't know why him next to 86 Prime. Again, he just makes him look tiny. But, like, it's cool that he's tiny and he's willing to go up against all the Autobots, just like a cliff jumper is compared to ready to go up against Decepticons. I don't know. I feel like this looks like too even of a match, while this looks like not as even, but that makes it more accurate to the cartoon, if that makes sense. Also, because the Dramatic Capture Series colors, he fits in better visually with them. I know this one has a lot of greebling, like Siege and War for Cybertron and Kingdom and stuff, but the colors make it work so much better to fit in with 86. And here he is next to Kingdom Deluxe Waspinator. If you know, you know. Okay, let's get into the alt mode. And here's his plain mode. It's pretty good. This is actually one of, if not my favorite one, of the plain modes that I have in my collection between him and Aerial Bots. I think this looks amazing. The size of it looks good. The shape of it. The underside doesn't even look that bad. I can definitely see how this mold inspired Silverbolt's Slingshot and Firefly. I can see how this mold inspired those molds and how they improved on this for those. Now, I have seen on some people's copies of this 3-pack that the holes for the null rays on the wings are too big now, so they don't fit as well and they like to fall out. Mine, thankfully, don't have that problem. But it is something you should be wary about if you're thinking about getting this set. Anyway, for some size comparisons, Studio Series 86 Leader Class Megatron, Studio Series 86 Leader Class Grimlock, Studio Series 86 Commander Optimus Prime, Earthrise Optimus Prime, Studio Series Devastation Deluxe Wheeljack, Studio Series 86 Voyager Ratchet, Dramatic Capture Series Triple Takeover 3-pack Astro Train in shuttle mode from the same pack as him. We're just gonna do the shuttle mode here because plain. Leader Class Takara Tomy Dramatic Capture Series Triple Takeover Class Leader Class Blitzwing in plain mode. I really don't like this plain mode. Probably my least favorite one. The tank looks so much better. And Deluxe Kingdom Waspinator. Again, if you know, you know. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.